body language. When we grew up, we started communicating to the people about our desires through our mouth, that is through the oral part to the spoken part of it. Next point is raising morale and motivation. Communication deals with this subject, that is raising morale and motivation. You'll find a lot of fields where raising morale is very important. Right from the education sector to the defense, everywhere raising morale is considered to be an important point. We are supposed to raise morale of the people, but how? It can be done only through the communication. जब तक आप लोगों से बात नहीं करोगे, लोगों का मोटिवेशन कैसे डेवलप करोगे? You must have seen that 10th board examinations or 12th board examinations are coming and approaching. They come, they go. Then we have entrance exams coming. It is very important for the students to understand that these examinations are important. They can succeed and they should keep their motivation up. So who works in that area is the teachers, is the parents who continuously build up the motivation, who continuously motivate them to perform better and better. But the basic objective of motivating can be done with the help of communication. So motivation is ultimately an objective of communication. Communication helps you to motivate. Raising, next is stronger decision making and increased productivity. Now when we talk about the organizational communication or the commercial communication, stronger decision making is again very, very important. Every organization wants to be successful and wants to minimize its wrong decisions. हर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सक्सेसफुल होना चाहती है और अपने रॉन्ग डिसीजंस को मिनिमाइज करना चाहती है. साथ ही हर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सक्सेसफुल होना चाहती है और अपने पॉजिटिव डिसीजंस को मैक्सिमाइज करना चाहती है. दैट मीन्स इफ द डिसीजन इज गुड, प्रोडक्टिविटी वुड बी गुड, एंड इफ द प्रोडक्टिविटी वुड बी गुड, द ओवरऑल ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल परफॉर्मेंस वुड बी गुड. देयरफॉर स्ट्रॉन्गर डिसीजन मेकिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Stronger decision making comes from a better communication process. Stronger decision making is the base when we talk about the commercial communication. Because when we make decisions, we are not making decisions for our own selves, we are also making decisions for the entire organization, entire entity. A good decision making can boost the performance of the organization. But from where this decision making comes? This decision making comes from the very base of communication. So communication comes with an objective to give good decisions. So good decision is nothing but one of the primary objectives that we can think when it comes to communication. Next is steadier workflow, stronger business relationships, and enhanced professional image. I would like to talk about the first 2 points, that is a steadier workflow and strong business relationship. Whenever we talk about the commercial communication, जब भी हम commercial communication की बात करते हैं, strong business relationship is very important. Yes, in business, it is very important to have good relationships with your clients, with your customers in order to survive. One of the principles of organization or an entity is that it is having a going concern concept. That means an entity is going to survive for a very, very long period. हर एंटिटी को, हर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को एक बहुत लंबे टाइम तक सर्वाइव करना है, एक बहुत लंबे टाइम तक सस्टेन करता है इन दिस कॉम्पिटिटिव एनवायरमेंट. नाउ व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट that if you want to survive for a longer period of time, you should understand the basic objective of communication, which is important and which is beneficial for your business. One of the main objectives is to be in contact with your clients, suppliers, customers. Customers are the ones who give you bread and butter for the organization. Organization earns through its operations, which ultimately comes from the end customers. So it is very necessary to communicate to your customers after every specific interval of time. It is very important to reach out to these customers after a specific interval of time. These customers are your own. So in order to have maximized business, in order to have maximum business, maximum productivity, maximum profitability, it is very important to understand the value of customers. And understanding the value of customers, it is very important to communicate to them. Communicate about the new arrival of products, giving them the new samples, explaining them about the new products, asking their feedback, asking your clients about the product, going for testing, going for the feedback from clients, having a continuous interaction with the stakeholders, having continuous interaction with each and every party which is related to your business is nothing but the objective of the communication. Next is enhance professional image and provide advice. suggestions, order, and education. We'll move forward with these business relationships in form of professional image. Every organization in this world carries a professional image. You look at any brand in this world, you talk about Apple, which is a very good brand, which is supposed to enter into India in terms of manufacturing. You talk about any other brand, which is very successful in India. Why it is successful? Because it has developed a brand image over a period of time. And how that image has been created, the base is again into the communication. For developing a brand, the organization continuously engages itself in talking to customers, whether through the advertisement or whether through any other means. I'll give you a small example. Whenever a new product is supposed to be launched, you'll find a lot of advertisements in the print media. You'll find a lot of advertisements in the electronic media, that is on the internet. You'll find a lot of advertisements on TV, radio, and etc., etc., etc. What is the requirement of this advertisement? The first and the foremost requirement of this advertisement is to ensure that the customer is aware about your product, about your services. So once the customer is aware about your product or service, he is able to try it. He will be inclined to try it. Therefore, it is very important that you communicate to your customers through whatever means it is possible, because it generates business. And that is what important in the commercial communication, that you continuously interact, you continuously get yourself engaged in talking to people, which is nothing but the basic objective of communication. We'll move on with the next point. Provide advice, suggestion, order, and education. Last but not the least, commercial communication also deals with the subjects of providing advice, which we have already discussed in terms of counseling, education to the masses, and bringing the overall benefit to the society. Communication is important for the well-being of the society. It is very important that the society get itself connected to each and every individual which is there is a part of society. Thus, in order to have a better society, in order to have better communication, in order to have better decision making, in order to have better profitability, in order to have better productivity, in order to have better aspects of developing a business, it is very important that we communicate effectively. And this is why it is very important that we focus on the objectives of communication. We'll move on with the next point. Classification of communication. As you can see, communication can be classified based on the following: number of persons who receive the message and medium of communication. In the first one, you can see there one person is sending message to all the people. Yes, so my communication differs. My objective differs. Second, medium of communication. My medium of communication decides my objective as well. Let's see in the coming slides. Classification based on the number of persons who receive the message, communication can be further classified. First is intrapersonal communication. So classification of communication has been done. First is intrapersonal, second is interpersonal, and third is mass communication. Intrapersonal communication means communicating to oneself in one's own mind. मतलब खुद से ही बात करना. Second is interpersonal communication. Communication ideally happening between two people. And mass communication, when a message is sent to a large group through mass media such as television, radio, or newspaper. Now you must be thinking why it is important to understand classification of communication. Yes, it is important to understand classification of communication, because when you understand the classification, you can give a definite objective to your communication. Now, for example, intrapersonal communication, you don't need to communicate to anybody else. It happens in your own mind. Second, that is interpersonal communication. When you are talking to a different person, you can select what is your objective, whether your objective is to advise, to counsel, to educate, to inform, to aware. It depends. And accordingly, you can choose how to communicate. Third, again, if you want to communicate to the masses, your objective is different. If you want to communicate to the entire public of Gujarat, for example, if you want to make people aware about your new products and services. So you'll be always having the objective that is to cater to the maximum people of Gujarat, to reach out to maximum people of Gujarat. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों तक पहुंच सकूं, मुझे ऐसे communicate करना है. So what will be your main mass? What will be your main target? Your target group, your target audience would be the entire Gujarat. And what would be the most feasible way of communication is to go through the advertisement. You reach out through the newspapers, you reach out to the TV, you reach out to the other forms of communication, you reach out through the newspapers. In short, you communicate with print and electronic media, and you will be able to reach out to the maximum audiences. That is nothing but reaching out to maximum people. So it is very important that we understand the classification of communication. If I am clear to whom I am going to communicate, my objective will be more clear. For example, intrapersonal communication, that is communicating to my own self, is the entire process in the mind. Second, interpersonal communication, that means talking or the communication between two people. So if I'm talking to my friend, I can talk to him on telephone. That would be my medium of communication. So my objective will be different what I want to communicate. But when I am talking to the masses, when I want to cater to the needs of the masses, my again objective would differ than what I am supposed to deal with the interpersonal or the intrapersonal communication. Let's move on to the next slide. Classification of communication continued. Based on the medium employed, communication can be further classified as verbal communication, non-verbal communication and meta communication. मैं पहले सबसे पहले communication explain करूंगा, that is verbal communication. It comprises of words that are spoken or written. जैसे कि मैंने इंट्रोडक्शन में एक्सप्लेन किया था, वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन का मतलब है स्पोकन और रिटन विच इंक्लूड्स वर्ड्स. नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन का मतलब है जिसमें वर्ड्स इन्वॉल्व नहीं होते हैं. पिक्चर्स मतलब चित्र, जेस्चर्स, आपकी मूवमेंट्स, साइंस एंड फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस फॉर एक्सचेंजिंग इंफॉर्मेशन बिटवीन पीपल. आप जब भी अपने फेस के थ्रू, अपने पॉस्चर के थ्रू, अपने जेस्चर्स के थ्रू कम्युनिकेट करते हो, अपनी बॉडी लैंग्वेज के थ्रू कम्युनिकेट करते हो, अपनी वॉइस के थ्रू कम्युनिकेट करते हो, दैट इज इन टर्म्स ऑफ पिच, टोन, दैट इज नथिंग बट अ नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन. So verbal communication includes words, non-verbal communication includes every communication besides words. And last but not the least, meta communication. At times it happens that you unintentionally communicate more than what you are supposed to communicate. It involves speaker's choice of words, wherein he or she unintentionally communicates something more than what the words themselves state. So it is very important to understand the objective of communication. If you are clear with the objective of communication, you can decide whether I should go with the verbal communication, non-verbal communication or the meta communication. अगर मेरा ऑब्जेक्टिव डिसाइडेड है कि मुझे किस तरह से कम्युनिकेट करना है, तो फिर मैं मेटा कम्युनिकेशन के साथ जा सकता हूं. डिपेंडिंग अपॉन माई रिक्वायरमेंट, आई कैन गो विद द अदर फॉर्म्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन एज वेल. मेटा कम्युनिकेशन, प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड माई फ्रेंड्स, वर्बल एंड नॉन वर्बल इज वेरी सिंपल टू रिमेंबर. आप वर्बल और नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन बहुत आसानी से याद रख सकते हो. वर्बल मीन्स समथिंग विच इंक्लूड्स वर्ड्स. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, माई ऑब्जेक्टिव इज टू हैव अ रिटन प्रूफ ऑफ वॉट आई डू. So I'll go with the verbal communication. For example, my objective is to make the other party understand that I'm not interested without saying anything. तो फिर मैं non-verbal communication के साथ जाऊंगा. If my objective is to communicate more than what I actually mean to communicate, then meta communication is the best means. So it depends upon the objective. You can opt, आप जा सकते हो, या आपके ऑब्जेक्टिव पे डिपेंड करता है कि आप किस तरह का कम्युनिकेशन लेना चाहते हो. आप वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन बोल सकते हो, आप नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन की हेल्प ले सकते हो, या मेटा कम्युनिकेशन के थ्रू भी आप कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हो. इट इज़ योर चॉइस विच फॉर्म ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन डू यू वांट टू सिलेक्ट डिपेंडिंग अपॉन योर ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन. लेट्स मूव फर्दर. Objective of communication. We have till now discussed a lot of objectives of communication, few definitions, and a short introduction of communication as well. Communication to inform. What is communication to inform? But before going with the communication to inform, please remember the objective of communication starts with two basic objectives, two primary objectives. Those two primary objectives are communication to inform, that is first one, and communication to persuade, that is second one. अब हम ये सब सोच रहे होंगे कि कम्युनिकेशन टू इन्फॉर्म क्या होता है और कम्युनिकेशन टू परसुएड क्या होता है. इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू रिमेंबर बिकॉज कम्युनिकेशन टू इन्फॉर्म मीन्स टू स्प्रेड अवेयरनेस, टू इन्फॉर्म पीपल, and communication to persuade. So persuade itself comes from the word to convince, to follow. When the purpose of communication is to inform, the focus is on the subject of communication. जब भी आप किसी को इन्फॉर्म करने के लिए कम्युनिकेट करते हो तो आपका फोकस कहाँ पे होता है? आपका फोकस होता है उनको इन्फॉर्म करने के लिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, कहीं पे कोई अर्जेंसी है तो आप क्या करोगे? You'll use communicate to inform, where you decide the information, what kind of information you are going to communicate. For example, new syllabus has come और आपको सबसे पहले पता चल गया. What you'll do? You'll communicate to inform. So always remember there are two primary objectives: communicate to inform and communicate to persuade. अब second important objective मैं डिस्कस करूंगा, that is communication to persuade. When the purpose of communication is to persuade, the focus is on the receiver. A persuasive communicator intends to influence the receiver through the message. इसका मतलब यह है कि जब भी हम किसी को परसुएट करते हैं, हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव रिसीवर होता है. इसका मतलब है हम हमारे कम्युनिकेशन को उस तरह से फ्रेम करते हैं कि जिस तरह से रिसीवर समझ सके. क्यों? क्योंकि हमें रिसीवर को कन्विंस करना है, रिसीवर को परसुएट करना है, रिसीवर उस चीज़ को समझ सके. सो कम्युनिकेशन टू इन्फॉर्म इज द सेंडर सेंट्रिक, मतलब सेंडर जिस तरह से भेजना चाहता है, एंड कम्युनिकेशन टू परसुएड इज रिसीवर सेंट्रिक, कि रिसीवर किस तरह लेगा उस तरह से मैं अपने कम्युनिकेशन को फ्रेम करूंगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मुझे एक नया प्रोडक्ट लोगों तक पहुंचाना है तो मैं रिसीवर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से सारे बेनिफिट्स लिखूंगा. मैं रिसीवर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से हर वो चीज़ इंक्लूड करूंगा जो रिसीवर को इंप्रेस करे और उसे कन्विंस करे कि उसे ये प्रोडक्ट यूज़ करना चाहिए. कम्युनिकेशन टू परसुएड. सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर टू ऑब्जेक्टिव्स: communication to inform and communication to persuade. I'll go with the next objective, that is the 7 C's of communication. Now it is important to understand the process of understanding communication and the introduction part of it, that 7 C's of communication also exist. Just like any other subject. For example, you must have studied 4 P's of marketing or 7 P's of this or that. Similarly, communication के अंदर भी 7 C's of communication आता है. Let's have a quick view that what the 7 C's of communication and how they can help us, ये हमें help कैसे कर सकते हैं in deciding the object